beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? How y'all doing? Today's an awesome day here in Texas. It was a beautiful day. It's only about 78 degrees and no humidity. Man, I tell you, we've had humidity that just has about killed Julie and I. But today we are talking about EPROMs. I've sold probably 8 to 10 EPROMs in the last couple of weeks from several of our videos talking about upgrading the Integra 1. And many of you out there want the upgrades. You can't run a thermostat, you don't have self-cleaning mode. And honestly, the 3.5B EPROM is the best EPROM in existence right now in order to make sure that your Integra 1 runs like a rock star. But the first thing that I want to say, talking about the EPROM, is the version of EPROM that you have determines how your stove functions. The operating procedures of your Integra 1 are right here, okay? This is a read-only EPROM, and this basically tells the motherboard what to do and how to do it, alrighty? In troubleshooting, if you do not know what version of EPROM you have, you must get inside your stove. When you're facing your stove on the right-hand side, you will see your motherboard up inside. What you'll need to do is you'll need to take off the shield. It'll drop the motherboard down, and then it slides into the connector on the stove. And this board right here has a 2.4 EPROM, which I'm going to go ahead and show you here. There, it's a 2.4, okay. It was manufactured in 6 of 93. You really want a 3.5B. Your stove is going to run more efficient. It's not going to have as many quirky little problems as the 2.4. You're also going to be able to, if you wanted to, hook a battery backup to your stove. That way, if your power goes out, you don't lose your heat source. It has self-cleaning mode, which means that every hour the auger motor will shut off and the fan speeds up approximately twice the RPMs, draws more fresh air in through the back of the stove, past the air sensor, and up through the bottom of the burn pot, and it blows all the clinkers and all of the unburned products from your pellets out of the burn pot into your ash pan, and then it continues to feed again. So what this does is it eliminates trouble problems of your stove shutting down prematurely. Also, when your burn pot starts filling up, your stove will start burning rich, creating more soot, and then in turn, it's going to affect how often you maintenance your stove. Okay. Let me just recap really quick. Know the version of your EPROM on your motherboard. If you do not have a 3.5, I suggest that you contact us and you get a 3.5 EPROM installed.
Help me help you.
A common mistake that when you receive your EPROM, you will notice that there is a little notch. See that little notch in the end of it? You can see there's a notch on the board that you have to line the notch on the EPROM up with. A couple of you ended up installing the EPROM backwards. You put the notch on the outside, and you ended up writing us and you said, hey Scott, I think, I've got a problem. See these small little legs on here? These are very, very fragile, okay? And they bend very easy. You want to make sure that all of these little legs goes into its appropriate hole. I asked the customer if they could double check and make sure that all the legs ended up getting inserted properly, and they did write back and they said, Scott, I found a leg that was bent out. I straightened it up, I got it in there, and lo and behold, the stove runs now. If you have intent on upgrading your stove, which I highly suggest, that way you're gonna understand something going wrong with the stove. It's gonna eliminate you going, hey, my stove doesn't even have that function, okay? That's because like this motherboard right here, it's got a 2.4, so it doesn't have any of the new upgrades. So there you go, guys. That's what I wanted to talk with you about, because this has been a situation that, again, it's not a big deal, but it is an issue that if I put the video out there, and I'll name it something, my new EPROM doesn't work. Why? Something to that effect. That way when you receive it and you install it, everything's gonna be golden and Mama's gonna be happy. For the EPROM, you now know the problems that you can come across if you try to upgrade your board. You should be totally dialed and ready to go for the season. You guys stay safe out there. Peace. Looking for quality parts for the Austroflamm, Rika, Premio, Vizio, and more? Visit our new e-commerce site at austroflammparts.com or rikaparts.com. Thank you for your support.